Hit it.
Expeditions 33.
Oh God. Oh man.
Man, it is here. It is finally here. Expeditions 33, man. It's Sunday, April 27th. We here for another episode of Counterplay Conversations. It's a good one, man. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Because we get to talk about possibly the best game this year. I know I've been going crazy on it.
Yeah.
I know you've been going crazy on it.
Yeah.
It's Expeditions 33.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scratches every itch. Like they
100%.
did so good. Like there's something for everybody. But for like
100%. So just right off the bat, you're playing on what, PC?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm on Xbox with it. Because it's on Game Pass, so you know what I'm saying? Shout out to that. And did you know about this game before?
So I remember seeing a trailer for it. I remember seeing it, and like the minute that I saw it, I was like, "Bro, this is it!" Like I love turn-based games, and when I saw what they had done, not only do they understand turn-based games, but just the stuff that they were showing, the mechanics in the demo, I was like, "This is an evolution of it. This is the next step. Like this is it's gonna be good." And so it was that, and then the music, and then I just kind of forgot about it. Like I heard about it coming out, and like I didn't really jump on the hype train like everybody else did. I was just a little excited. But when I got this game in my hands, bro, that first 30 minutes, man.
No. Yeah. They did the things. Same here. I seen it, obviously. Well, okay, I seen it. I was extremely excited, right?
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this is something that I think I'm going to fall in love with. This might be my shit. Full on glaze mode. I was excited. I was ready.
Yeah.
And then I tried to forget about it. Like I was like, let me try and remove this game from my brain because I know I really want it to come out right now. So luckily there was a lot of things, right? Like right before I hopped onto this, I was playing South of Midnight. Before that, I was playing Avowed. I was playing Atomfall. I was playing like all these different, the Marathon Alpha. There's a lot of games I was touching on. Expeditions 3 finally came. My purposeful forgetfulness technique worked, right? It kind of felt like it came sooner than later. And it's all I dreamt of. This is exactly what I wanted.
It's so good.
It's
and
exactly
even Oblivion coming out, like
Oblivion, I forgot that shit.
Me too. I was so hyped for like a day. I was having a great time for a day. I would not be touching any South of Midnight. I'm so glad that y'all opened the door, but like Claire Expedition, like Claire Obscure, it has created a new foundation. Like I'm wonderful. I'll be so happy to get back to South of Midnight, but it's just nice to have something where it's like, it's a traumatic story, but like there's just joy in the way that the game is made. You can tell that these people loved video games and love what they're doing, and you're familiar with like the Ubisoft, like their ex-Ubisoft employees. Way
and
to
that's
put
a
a
whole
middle
thing in
finger
itself.
in your employer's face. Like they have. I hope they feel so good. Oh, I hope they feel so good.
They have to, right? Now, and so even going back to Oblivion drop, right? Oblivion dropped kind of scary. I'm sure it was a little scary for them, right? For them to what is it, Sandfall Interactive, for Oblivion to drop, a day before their freaking game. You know what I'm saying? That's also on Game Pass. Like, kind of a crazy move over there by Xbox. And I was excited. I ain't gonna lie. For like that 8 hours after that announcement, I was like, ooh, hey, I actually do like Oblivion. Like, and it looks nice. They're adding like a dodge to help out with that terrible combat. They're making it interesting. Like, wow, that'll be fun. I'll be happy to go over there. Let me just play this Expeditions 33 real quick. I'm gonna go over there later. You know what I mean? Hopped in that shit. Never look back.
I won't be playing anything else for a while. Like I canceled some plans to play this game, bro. Like it's so good. It's so good.
how far are you so far? Just as far as like where you think you are. You ain't gotta go into like
Yeah, I
details,
won't
but
go
like
into we won't go into other stuff. But so for me, I know I'm still early in the game. There have been a couple of story beats that have happened, but I'm still really early because I'm just fighting everything. Like and I don't want to get. I'm sure we have plenty of time to talk about it. But like the way the combat system is set up, you never have to take any damage, and you never have to attack. You can skip your turn and dodge and parry your way to victory. And I actually just got through fighting one of the early stage things that says danger when you walk in. I was like, whatever, I'm the danger. And got mopped several times. It took 43 minutes, but I got it, man. And like I got 59,000 experience points. My party went from level 12 to like 20. Yes.
Really?
And so now, and I love that in RPGs when you get ridiculously over leveled at the beginning. And so now it's not like a cakewalk, but it would the thing is, it would be a cakewalk to me anyway, because I've been focusing on the parries the entire time. So like, it's nice to have that like extra little boost. And yeah, man, I keep fighting all the same enemies. So I'm not really pushing through the story. I've gotten to the overworld where you can kind of go where you want. And I'm just searching for who's the next person's timing that I need to get down.
Okay. So you have 3 people in your party?
Yeah, 3 people.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, I just quickly, because you touched on that too, I love when an RPG does that.
Yeah.
Instead of saying you can't even go in here until you're level 50 or whatever the hell, let me go in and get my ass kicked. You know what I mean? Like, let me do what I gotta do, you know what I'm saying, to lock in, to like beat this guy. You know what I mean? Like, I like that significantly more than just like, you can't even go over here until you're leveled up. And obviously that's done on purpose, right? They put that one, obviously we can't beat this person to say you're gonna have to come back kind of thing, unless you're someone who's gonna sit there for 45 minutes.
45 minutes, yep, absolutely. That's me. 45 minutes of just being perfect. Because the thing is, if you get hit once, you're done. Like, that's it. It's one shot. And so like, I want to go back and do a no-hit run. I unfortunately lost 2 of my party members, but Luna came through. One of the best characters in game. We didn't even start to talk about the
who is she?
In the game. One that likes to run around barefoot. No shoes.
I almost kicked her out of my party when I see that. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was like, what the fuck is it? Then she was floating. I was like, all right, you good.
Yeah. She got to feel the earth for her powers, I guess.
So we can touch on the story a little bit, because the story is interesting. First off, this is a French game, right? And it's a French ass game. Like, it's not like by a French company and sold for American. Like, it is a French ass game, like through and through. Like, they let you know this is French. We made it. This is whatever, right? This is a French game, and I love that about it, because they take some risk and some turns that I feel like would have gotten stopped if they were, let's say, still under Ubisoft, right? It would have been like, well, the audience isn't going to care for this character or this joke or this dialogue or even this mechanic, maybe. We're used to X, Y, and Z, so go over there. But since they kind of did their own thing, they was able to inject their own personality into it. And I love that about it. I just think it's very a cool thing. And plus, with Daredevil navigating the whole thing, like it works pretty good. He's a pretty good voice actor. I like it.
No, he did. Every now and then, like, I forget what line it was that he said, but he said some line, and I was like, that's Daredevil. What are you doing? Like, I love the recognition in that moment. Like, it was so cool.
I can't help but think Daredevil when he talks though. Like, sometimes when he looks, I'm like, is he mocapping this as well? Because this is for sure.
We got Robert Pattinson's body, and then Daredevil. It's got Robert Pattinson, and then Daredevil voice. They made a unholy amalgamation. It's
right.
It's good.
So the characters so far, anyway, we'll talk about the 3 because you've unlocked the 3. We got, I'm not going to guess the names, but we got boy who likes to charge up his attacks. We got the girl who likes to collect elemental, what are they called?
Lunate stains.
Yeah.
Are you playing this game? Are we playing the same game? Or
I'm playing the shit out of this game. I'm not gonna remember any of that shit. I don't know any of their names. I bet, what is it, Gustav? I kind of know
Gustav,
Gustav. Yeah,
Male, and then Lune.
now I gotta know those names. And then we got Swords Girl.
Male.
Yeah, and she switches stances. Now,
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
what I really like about this is that all of the characters have completely
Unique.
like different.
Completely unique.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's not typical for turn-based games, right? You can play them differently, right? With different moves. Maybe some are, crit. Maybe some are stealthy. Maybe some are AOE. But like they have mechanics that are different for each and every single character, which is lovely. I love that about the game. I think that's really cool, and it makes you want to, use those different characters and feel different when their turn is even up. Like your mindset automatically like switches into like what to do for this character now, and that's great. It helps break up the monotony of like a turn-based game a lot of the times.
Absolutely. Yep. So in most turn-based games, it's like you can have different characters, but one person's a mage, one person's, a fighter, one person's this. But like, yeah, the way that they gave each character their own mechanic, such that if you took one character out of this game and put them in their own game, they could survive on their own mechanics that they have. I feel like individually they could survive. And like there's I don't think this is a spoiler. There are like battle arenas, and like you can. I found one, and like you get to choose which character you want to fight, and like it really is like what do you, and like they all feel unique, and then the way that they synergize together, like they really thought it through. They like really thought it through.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg for the battle, right? So the whole, I would say, the biggest allure for this game, right? The big thing here was its active combat mechanics, right? We have timing for attacks, right? You have to time some attacks correctly. You have dodges, you have parries, you have jumping, and you have free aim. You can aim attacks. All of that is just fun. It's just fun. It's really cool. It keeps you locked in, and it gives you a new skill to obtain to help you do shit like spend 45 minutes to defeat a boss, right? And it's not just, and it keeps you engaged because it's not just, I hope this hits, right? It's not just, I hope they miss, right? Or I just have to keep healing. No, it's like, you have to stay engaged because you have to time, you have to dodge, you have to parry. That's just really cool.
Yeah, it is. No, I agree with you. Like I'm just and when you get, there's a certain, like I've experienced it once or twice, but like there's a certain flow that once you get into, like the game moves like a movie scene, like the action, like it doesn't have to stop. Like if you understand what you're doing and know what your moves are, like it's not very turn based. It feels really, really actiony, and like, and then just the way that you go through the menus and stuff whenever you're selecting your moves, everything, every little bit of everything has polish and flair on it. Like they really dug deep in there. God.
Now, you're playing on expert, right? I am too. But we've seen that there's a lot of people, they're struggling with parries, they're struggling with dodges, right?
Yeah.
Because it goes dodge, which is a bigger window, and then there's parry, which is a smaller window. Now, within the dodge, you can dodge and you can perfect dodge.
Right.
If you perfect dodge, you have a chance to earn an action point back. Right. But my question to you too, before we even go into the next part, but like, can you, because with a parry, you can also get an action point if you parry it, but you get it every single hit, you get an action point back. If they hit you 3 times and you parry all 3 of those hits, you get an action point for all 3 of those hits. And you can attack with a counter attack after, right? Right. So you get a chance to do, whether it's your full team or one character to hit it back. But with the perfect dodge, do you get an action point back for every perfect dodge?
There's a Pictos, I forget how you're saying, but there's one of those things that you can get. You can learn Illumina that'll let you do that. I forget the name of it, but like, yeah, there's Illumina that goes with it. And then you get an armor, get an action point back. But yeah, a lot of people are struggling with it, and I made a video talking about it. The problem is, like, one, some of it's ego. Like me and you are playing on expert, but like some of it's ego. Like just lower the difficulty. But beyond that, like dodge first. And if you can dodge, and you can get perfect dodge, the perfect dodge window is the same timing as the parry window. So what I typically do is first match, if I'm not trying to like flex, the first time I meet a new enemy, I'll just focus on dodging, because at the very least I know I'm going to get dodge. Like I've been playing video games, like I'm going to get dodge. But then after that, like I play with the timing so I can get it to perfect dodge, and then I start doing the parries. But a lot of people are just doing it too early because, well, one, this game isn't made, like, I feel like if it were a AAA game, they wouldn't want it to be this quote unquote hard, right? Like they wouldn't want it to be that difficult. So because this studio, like they made it for gamers, like the window is it's not as big as it is in some games. But people are used to parrying in other games and doing it early. Like the game will let you be early, but it won't let you be late. But in this game, it's not going to let you be early. Like there is no being early. You got to be on time. But for the most part, I've seen so many people. Big gimmick. I'm sorry. I've seen so many people. I just read that. I've seen so many people do it. Yeah. What is this? What is this?
So Polygon recently put out a 10 beginner tips to know about Expedition 33, and one of the tips they put was just to forget about parrying. They said, the big gaming thing. One of the things they said is, if you're struggling with the parry window, to just give up and just start doing dodges.
This is the silliest thing I've ever read. What is this? This is silly. I need you to say, I'm making a TikTok about this. What? No matter the parry window is blinking, you'll miss it brief. If you practice, you'll get it. It's not that we're talking 0.000 frames at best. What are you getting parries consistently? I'm getting parries consistently once I practice and learn. And understand
So I think not only do you need to know, I think parries are vital. Like you have to for some enemies. Like I think at some point, and I'm still not super far in the game. Maybe if you're playing on the lowest of difficulty, and I need to look up the differences. But I think with some enemies, you're going to have to parry. That's big damage you're missing out on there. So I don't know. If I'm with them on this one,
no. Like, since when do we tell gamers to not get good at video games or not like practice at it? Like, it's like taking an entire core mechanic out of a game and saying, "Hey, just don't use it." That's silly. What a silly article Polygon wrote. That's so silly.
That one wasn't great. That one wasn't great at all. But with that being said, too, 100%. Parrying is how you win. You know what I'm saying? That's how you lock in. And I would agree that it's not. It is a difference there. But like you said, the perfect dodge is the parry. So if you can start perfect dodging, you will parry. Right? Like that's the same timing there. So just take your time and learn it. And a mind switch that you're gonna have to do here, multiple for this game. Because like I said, it's not a typical American game. Like it's just a little different. But one of the mind switches is that, yes, this is a turn-based game. So you may go into this thinking that as long as your character is leveled up, you will probably win. And that's not necessarily the case, because you do have to learn the dodges. The enemies, I am playing on expert, but I still think it rings true. The enemies hit harder. Like they just hit harder. So this mechanic isn't really something that you can you will die, right? Like you will probably die just in the same vein of like a Souls-like. Like you have to learn the timing. Some enemies have some rather surprising moves. Like you'll dodge some, right? Bro, like not to say that
the feints.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but they got some good moves. They switch things up.
Yeah.
They really do. And some of the stuff you just won't really see. And you will probably die to it. Now, my tips is there's usually, I think, a couple of cues there for most of the moves, and you just have to find it. Rather, it is a visual cue. Sometimes maybe something will flash before the attack comes, right before like the actual attack hits. Or like there's some sort of like arm or foot movement that'll happen before the move hits or something like that. There is a sound cue sometimes.
There is a
Maybe,
consistent sound cue. There's a swish. If you turn everything down and listen for it, there's a swish that happens right before, like at the moment
I
you're supposed to
heard that,
parry.
and I
Yeah,
think it's because I be blasting it from my TV, and like I
yeah,
don't really be, you know what I'm saying? Like it's
yeah.
not,
No,
you know,
and the
it ain't really
music is
fine
so
tuned.
good, man. The
Yeah.
music is so good.
And I need to go into the headphones. And they said turn on surround sound. I think helps you because like the layering. I do agree with that audio cue, but I think the layering on some of the just some of the sounds there, like it may drown it out a little bit. And I think if you use surround sound, I think it'll make it a little bit more clear. But yeah, there's visual cues. There's those sound cues. You said that, like there's a consistent one, and I think there's also like a rhythm cue. Like there's one where sometimes it'll go like 1, 2, doom. You know what I'm saying? Like it will.
Yeah,
Sometimes it will
spell,
literally.
the spell the
Yeah,
spell that goes
right.
under the
Like it's
ground.
like a
1, 2,
doom,
3. Yeah,
doom,
yeah, yeah,
doom.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Like So yeah, there's a few cues there that you can find that can really open things up for you. You fought that big thing, the danger! Exclamation point.
Yeah. Brute forced it.
I kept it pushing, bro. I
Brute
went.
forced it. Brute forced it.
So I went. I tried to fight him. I said, oh, okay, this is one of those things. I'm not supposed to beat him yet. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe I come back because I just actually want to play the game. Like I don't feel like doing what I know needs to be done to beat this. So
Yeah.
cool. I went. I left. Right. And then I started fighting stuff, right? And then I came back. I leveled up and I was like, all right, let me go back and let me see what's up with him. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if the things that I need to do, I won't need to do as much, right? I went back. Nah, you still got to do those things, right? So, all right, whatever. Let me really parry and really dodge all his goddamn attacks. Now I'm dodging his attacks. And I'm getting it down, but the damage I'm doing it's minimal. It's minimal. And I see that, I'm like, I gotta sit here and do this in order to move on. Do I want to do this? And like the timing, once you get the timing down, is there. He has one of those visual cues too, where like once you see the visual cue, you literally just press it and you can get it pretty consistently, pretty easily. But then I was like, damn, man, do I want to sit here or do I want to go finish playing this goddamn game? Like, like I had to make a decision, and then I had to figure out what type of gamer I was. And I was like, damn, I think I'm gonna keep it pushing. Like,
hey, look, not all of us are mindful gamers. Not all of us have the ability to sit and be patient for 3 hours.
That is not me.
And I sat there for 3 hours, bro. For 3 hours, I was gonna beat it. Like, because the thing is, I knew that I had, like, that's what's so beautiful about the game. Like, you have all the skills you need to beat every single boss from the beginning of the game. Like. All of them, if you can dodge and you can parry. And it just I had to like check my ego, like the move where it jumps into the air and does the 3 slices. Like I couldn't get that one, so I would just dodge those because I was consistently dodging. After I figured out that, I started like chaining to get, like, I used a lot of dot damage with like burn, so that like he would burn over time. Like there's you have
that burn
to use dot damage.
Fire, no pun intended.
You have to use the dot damage with those higher enemies. But yeah, man, I wasn't gonna let it beat me. It felt so good when I won. Like it felt like the end of a Dark Souls battle. I was like, yes.
The thing is too, right? Because one of my things was like, I don't want to do this and then give me a terrible item and I'll just use my time. Like I don't know if I feel. But you said that it boosted your characters up level quite a bit, like hella XP.
Yeah.
Now I might have to go back and do it.
And if you can do it, like this is, it's possible. And I know someone that did it, and I feel bad that I didn't do it, but I know I could. Like I just messed up once. If you do a no hit run, it's 69,000 experience points.
Really?
Yeah. Each time you play the game and you never get hit, you get a 20% EXP boost. Each time you fight something and don't get hit, you get a 20%. Wow,
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Damn. Okay.
You're missing out, man. You're missing out on experience, bro.
Yeah.
Each time you do no hit, no damage. So that's what the parries and dodges count, but no damage.
That's cool.
20%
I like
XP
that.
Boost.
I like that. And that's another part of this game that they continually add little fun stuff. Yeah. They don't take themselves too seriously. Like I think that 69 damage is on purpose. The way the animal looks or the monsters you fight is like clearly kind of like silly, They have like loot goblin equivalents in the game.
Yeah.
I lost one. I actually am deeply upset about that. I almost reset my shit. But they have like loot goblins and they got like little silly stuff in the game. They have like platforming a little bit in that shit. Now, I will say a couple of downsides here. When I said I wanted to go back,
staunchest defender of this game. So I'm ready to hear.
No, yeah. When I was going, now I've progressed through the story, right? I was progressing through the story, and then, like I said, I wanted to go back and fight that thing. It was a nuisance. It was a nuisance backtracking and then going back up, right? And especially with the overworld, there is no fast travel in the overworld. You have to literally just walk through. And even once you progress through the map, you have to go through levels, right? Does that make sense? Like, so there's the map, and then like in order to go to the next part of the map, you have to go through a level. Then you have to go to a level and come out, and now you're at the next part of the map. So in order to backtrack, you still have to go through that level. And shit, I be getting lost. I don't know. Now I have a better understanding now that I know that like once you see lights, like literal like lantern lights and shit, that's the way you're supposed to go. But when I was navigating through it, I was like, and even with the fast travels, it's just names, right? Like I don't know where the fast travel point is really taking me. I could use a mini map. I think I could use a mini map.
So there's a map.
I don't care for not having a mini map.
Oh, mini map. You know the map, but you mean like a mini map in the corner.
A mini map within the levels, right? Like that part was a little annoying for me. I'm guessing maybe there's still a little bit of room for some things happening as far as like the way I could traverse the world later on. But navigating that mini map, I was like, I'm kind of annoyed by that. That's probably my biggest, maybe even only gripe.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I personally enjoy listening to the soundtrack and floating across the city, but maybe I'll be frustrated whenever I get deeper into the story and have to go back and forth. But like, I don't know.
If you do, right? You. Well, I think you will have to, but I think you're cleaning up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't know if they're supposed to be left for later, but like the thing that seems fun for me is like to get to this end stage boss and be doing 9,999 damage every hit. Like that's I want to be like what I saw in the trailers. I want it to be 9,999 every single time. Yeah. Like, and I won't even feel bad. Like I won't feel like I won't feel like I've ruined the game for myself. Like I will feel like I've earned it, you know. So
for sure, for sure.
Like that, it's so cool. Yeah,
that's why I can only imagine. Like, because as you get up, they know what they're doing with the combat, and they know that they know the effect they're having on our brains with the combat. Right. So as you progress through the story, I can only imagine the tricks that they start to play with the combat in itself. Like they're doing some cool things. I haven't even unlocked, obviously, there's tons of other moves, tons of other things to unlock, tons of the Picto thing, which was slightly confusing in the beginning, but like I got the hang of it. I understood.
Now, but that was confusing as shit. Like I looked at the achievements, and like something like only 28% of gamers have actually spent Illumina point on Xbox. Only 28% of gamers have spent the achievement. Like it says,
that should be like 90%.
That should be like 90% mechanic. Everybody should be doing that.
Yeah. It's because it's kind of like within the menu. It's kind of tucked off.
Yeah, it's a little clunky. Like to the side.
Yeah. And it's I was playing like I was in a party chat when someone was like playing with it, and I was like, okay, like. He was like, I don't understand like how to do this thing, and like, it popped up a little descriptor popped up, right? It was like you need to do this, like 3 things to unlock it, but it still kind of didn't really click until I like tried and messed around with it. So I can understand that being an issue for some people. And I will say my other thing, and I think it's because Metaphor spoiled me, but I would like a restart mid match. Like I would like a restart, or like. Even if I fail, just can I retry the match? You know what I'm saying? Like they put you in a world and then you got to run back to it. And sometimes it's a cutscene. You can skip the cutscene. That's like, 20
I
extra
feel like
seconds that I
that.
would have not liked to
No,
have, you
those
know?
20 seconds. But no, I feel that, especially if you're doing things like you're going for like a no-hit run, like it'll be really nice to just press F1 to restart. You know, I usually go load a previous save, but it's still the same thing. Like you have to go to the thing. But yeah, it would be nice to have like a restart the match in the middle of it,
Yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah.
But
That one's a little bit of a downer. But I will ask you this, okay? Because we were talking about points and attributes and leveling up. Which person are you? Are you, and everyone else who's watching too, I kind of do want to know, like in the comments, whatever. Are you the person to unlock a skill point, not even skill point, but like an attribute point, right? When you're boosting your defense, luck, agility, etc.
yeah.
Are you the person to get a point, put it in immediately? Do you hoard them? Do you like have a set number you like to reach? Like how do you put yours in?
So in the past, whenever I do those things, I'm like hella min maxing. Like I just pick one art, like I do glass cannon builds all the time, and I need to stop. But I usually do glass cannon builds. In this game, I've decided that I want, and I didn't know how the level scaling worked, but now I understand how the weapons scale with the thing. So I'm doing it a little different. But like for example, Lune, I have her luck all the way up, like she's gonna get critical hits. And then Male, I have her agility all the way up because I want her to come back fast. So like that's how I kind of do it. I wanted each of them to like embody a different one of those strengths and like do it like that. Just see what would happen to have somebody who had a 75% critical hit chance, you know? Like
Right.
Yeah.
And okay, and so every time so for me, when I'm getting the points, I don't like to use it if I have 1 point, right? I don't really like to use it for whatever reason. Like I like to wait until I have like 10 points. So like sometimes I'll come across like a monster or like a section of the game where like I'm getting my ass beat.
And then you got to
it's also because I got like 200, you know what I'm saying, like point stash. But I just don't like using 1 or 2 at a time. I don't know what that is, but like I like to see the leaps in power, right? Like I don't really like, because it feels like
gradual
I'm not doing anything.
Scaling.
Yeah.
That makes
so I like to
sense.
see like the big leaps for me.
Yeah, that makes sense. Are you making like, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, what you were saying?
I was gonna say, are you making like different like archetypes of like your characters? Like I know like they all have a bunch of different skills. Like Lune, for example, like it's just basically the fucking avatar, to be honest with you. And like, are you like, I like her just having all lightning powers. I don't know why that resonated with me, but like, are you doing things like that? Are you mixing and matching when it comes to?
Definitely, I'm kind of half and half, and I think some of that is because I'm not sure what I should be doing. Like I feel like I'm on 2 different minds of this. One of them is visual, right? My Gustav dude, he did like an attack and it was kind of fast, and I was like, oh cool, I like the fastness of this attack. Like visually it's meant to be a fast attack, so that's cool. So I just went agility with him just because of that. Like, and he has a lightning move, so I'm like, oh yeah, this is my speed demon dog. Like this is him for sure. So that was pure like thematic. I don't even know even if it was not optimal, I probably would have did it just because it looks cool and it feels cool in my head. But for everyone else, I'm trying to figure out what to actually do with them. I used 2 respect tokens so far, because for the avatar girl, at first I just did like all might for her. Like I just said, okay, she just my damage dealer. This fire shit is awesome, so I'm just gonna go all damage for her. And then I came across the swords girl, and I was like, oh, she just does crazy damage. Like I like her damage too.
Her damage,
especially with the virtuoso stands, right? So I just said, oh, I just want damage on her too. So I literally put like 30 points into might purely with her just to see. Like I feel like that makes sense. But then I came with another character. So then I ended up respecting, because I don't know, but it feels like outside of the weapons, which scale differently from different stats, it feels like there is a just better way to have people, you know? Like I don't see a point in not having might for from the characters.
Crazy.
I know, right?
Bro.
9,000. I need to get up there. I'm only hitting 1,000, 2,000 for some of my
I
optimal
think there
hits.
might be a way but I feel like I don't know. I think I've seen like healing and all those things. Like I think every character is well rounded enough to where they could kind of play whatever role you wanted them to.
I agree, but like, why would I put just out of just thought, right?
All
If
right.
I want to do damage, why would I put anything into anything other than might?
Well, because the weapon, and I think you talked about this, but the weapon that you have might
Yeah.
scale with might. So like it just depends on like what your weapon is scaling with. So like one of my favorite combos to do in the game is I love burning people and then using that burn so that Male can get into the virtuoso stance. And then Lune has the stains that she has, and there is a stain with where she needs like fire, lightning, ice, and something else. But the synergy between what I do for Lune helps with Male, and what I do with Male helps with, and like mixing that all together is what is kind of what I'm doing. So like yeah, it just depends on like, oh yeah, for that I have Lune. She has a weapon that does fire damage, but it only scales with luck. And so like that's because I want to use fire, I'm just going to focus on luck because I like that particular weapon. So it really is based on the weapon, like what you want to scale. But then outside of that, I don't really, besides the little points to the right, it just
Right.
depends.
And also like, okay, so like with that exact example that you said, it's something that scales off of luck. Maybe it's more important further down the line, but like from what I've seen, and my calculations could be off, or maybe I don't have enough information, but from what I've seen, even if let's say one of them scales off of luck, all of them scale off of might. You know what I'm saying? Like all of them, you do more damage with might no matter what. And then there's some extra ones, right? So like in my head so far, I don't see a reason. I mean, for fun, right? I'm doing different stuff for fun to try stuff out. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking like, if I want to do damage, I should literally just put everything in the might. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just like a flat, obviously
And I
do
think it's
damage
like
kind of
that
thing.
for you and me, maybe because we're actually engaging with the parry and the dodge system. Like none of that other stuff is really gonna matter if you're not getting hit. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. I mean, not trying to flex, but like
Right.
I'm not gonna get hit. Like I'm just not.
Yeah.
Like at the very least, I'm gonna hit dodge, and the only
Right.
time I get hit is if I miss a parry. But like
Right.
if I'm really like, I have to be careful when I play because sometimes I'm just in straight like perfection mode and I will parry everything. But like if I want to play the game and enjoy it, then yeah, I need to dodge sometimes instead of trying to catch the parry all the time, right?
Do
But like
you?
if you don't, but like so if you're really like that hardcore dodging and I don't really know why I need defense. Like I'm not gonna
Defense?
get hit. I'm not gonna get hit. What do I need health for? I'm not really gonna hit. Luck makes
Crit.
sense, like the critical
Luck.
hits. That would be
Yeah.
good. Agility makes sense, so I can get my
Yeah.
turn back faster. That
Yeah.
makes sense, and might make sense too, But like the other two, I don't
Yeah.
really need more health or
Yeah.
defense. Like
And
I'm not getting
and that's and I think I've kind of maybe because again I like so this is where like and this kind of branches into like a broader discussion a little bit, but this is where like I thought about lowering the difficulty a little bit because like you were saying, like with maybe I just felt like I wanted to play the full game. Like that's kind of like I like different builds. I like that's what I like the most out of a game like this. Dang, dog's going crazy. I find the most enjoyment out of like different builds and like synergizing my players to like if I do this, that, and the third, then this happens.
Yeah.
But with this game, I have the option to just focus on just dodging and doing damage, right? And I don't really have to like put a shield on my character. Like, why would I put a shield on my character? Just dodge the thing, or like heal at all, right? Like, why would I put healing skills if like if I get hit, I'm gonna die? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
that's kind of where I'm going at here. You know?
Well, some of the healing thing, I think like it might matter later on in the game. I haven't seen this yet personally, but I do know, for example, that Gustav's healing also gives him 2 armor points, or gives him 2 things to like his overpowered skill. Maybe there might be something in the game later. I'm just guessing, but it just seemed logical based on what they've done so far. Maybe having a shell on your character might boost something else. Maybe having defense might boost something else.
Yeah.
Or just casting the. So I think that later on in the game it'll matter, and I think once we get up to the kind of late end game, I think we will be trying to dodge and parry, but I can see them putting something in the game where like there's a penalty to it to a certain degree. Like for example, if you can just dodge and parry the entire time, you don't really need health or anything like that. But what if there's something that drains your health while you're playing, or something where you might want more constitution, or something along those lines, or you might find a weapon that scales with those. And maybe that's why they put weapon scaling in there, right? So that you could focus on like, okay, you really like this weapon, okay, you need to make sure that your defense is up as well.
Yeah, too. Like so far, I think the weapon scaling is a hard sell for putting things into other stats. Like that just makes sense, right? Like if I see like a B, or I'm assuming there's A and S, then obviously I'm going to do more damage with that. I also wish there was a compare tool, so that I can like actually see the hover over two things to see which one's doing more damage. But I did grab that revive skill. I'm not gonna hold you. I grabbed that revive skill from Avatar Chick. Very helpful. I'll be tossing that shit out. Like I definitely do. Yeah, that revive skill is kind of fire.
I just use the little 2 Pictos, and if I run out, like, but again, I have to stop playing. Like I do play kind of OCD. Like I just quit if I get hit. I just start over. Like if I get hit, I'm just starting over. Especially if I feel like I shouldn't get hit. Like I'm starting over. Like I want no hit. I want my 20% every single time.
I definitely feel it. I also like how they go about healing. And like healing items and revive items and AP items. Like I don't use them as much really, but there has been a few times where I'm like, I just want to kill this guy. Like I really want to kill this guy. I don't feel like restarting. I want to progress. So then I'll use a revive. Maybe I'll use a heal. But I like how it's just, this is how many you get. They took some great aspects of different games, right? Yeah. The whole grace of sight, right? The Dark Souls campfire. That they use for this one, where you can rest there, build your attributes, skills. It resets the enemies. Like I like that. I think that's a very good idea. Also, you're healing, right? Like you only get a certain amount. You don't buy more. They're not like consumables that are one-time use necessarily. Like they refill. They're refillable. I think that's a great idea. Don't make me worry about buying health potions. Right. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me worry about buying mana potions. This is how many I get. This is how many I use, and I move on. I think that's really cool, especially for this type of game. Aspect.
I like the camp that you can go to in the overworld. Them putting a music box there so you can play music while you're at the camp. It was so fantastic.
So they know they got bangers.
Fantastic.
They know they got bangers.
Fantastic. I just can't get over how good this game is, man. Like I really don't want people to like think like I'm tripping. But I hesitate to say it's my favorite game but I feel like there's Mass Effect, maybe Mass Effect 2, and then this game. Like just to be honest with you.
Okay.
Just to be honest with you. Because it's just the music is amazing. The you know what I'm excited about, to be honest with you? The cosplays are gonna go crazy. I cannot wait for PAX, bro. 100%. I can't wait. We're gonna all run into it because I know there are people out there like you and 100%. I who are just playing dodges and who love this shit. And we 100%. Are gonna get together and it's gonna be great, bro. Like
it's gonna be the drippiest shit I've ever seen. Like I already thought about
it. Did so you don't need it. And it's very like the outfits are very like Victorian steampunk, go to a thrift shop kind of shit.
For sure. You could definitely do what is it? Homegrown cosplay. I forgot what it's called.
They made it really accessible. They didn't go too crazy with that.
I know. I was like, damn, who do I want to do? If I was to do somebody real quick for like Ren Fair, because Ren Fair is coming up. Renaissance Fair, I was thinking about it, but I don't know if I got enough time. But the actors, the story, the combat, so far, I'm with you, man. The music is phenomenal.
The music is insane. The
music surprised me.
Really? Yeah. Did you see the story of the person they got? They just found some guy on SoundCloud, and like he had just and think about how many other like amazing people are out there with this musical talent. Just people just out there, no one knows about them.
Everything would be so cool if we thought outside the box more, and gave tries and didn't take like the safe route of things.
Give people a chance. I wish they would. For the second game, and I know we're just now talking about, but I need somebody out there to take this concept and then turn it into an actual music rhythm game. Like if they had have taken this and made it to where like I can see a music rhythm game with turn-based elements. I can see it in my mind. Like I can see it. It would be great.
100%.
It would be great.
100%. And the thing is, this story, like in itself, like the story of the game is phenomenal. I love this idea.
Everything. Yeah.
I love this idea. I wish, and I don't know how it ends or anything like that, but like this has, like, I wish it had, I don't know how, again, there is a clearly, I just say like, there's a clearly a finite thing when it comes to this game, right? Like there's only so much you can explore just because of how it is in my head anyway. Like it's countdown, you know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of all you can do with the, in my head anyway, right? So it makes great for like a one-shot game, right? I don't know how, but like I wish, like it feels like Fallout level opportunity, right? Like
Fallout, I agree with you completely.
Right, we can explore the different, you know, Fallout, the shelters. We can explore the different, you know, 76 and 64, and like we can explore all these different things in this whole world and so much to unlock. I feel like we can do the same thing with the Expedition, like all these different expeditions and like all this different stuff. Like I feel like there's so much that we can do within this world. Like I'm sure someone's watching. Like we got to do it.
No, like just the idea of, like, 'cause I think the story of the world is out there. So like just the idea of the countdown and people turning to dust at a certain age. One of the things I was thinking about was like the political implications. Like what did they do in year 99, in year 98, and what happened for them to actually start taking it seriously? Because like one person brought out like, okay, so it's at 33 right now. If a child is born, by the time they turn 10, the tree will be at 23. Right? They're only going to live to so when do we stop having kids in this world? Like what
right? Yeah.
Right, like or like there's, even if you listen at the beginning, there's people that actually praise the paintress and say like the humans are being the humans are being like evil and they deserve this punishment.
For sure.
Like
I promise you there would be people to say that.
So I want to know what happened on Expedition 50. I want to know what they were doing. I want to know like when did people start taking it seriously? I want to know like even just how they deal with trauma. If you saw it in there, as soon as she died, like, and was gone, like they kept having this conversation where it was like, are you okay? And like, but you could tell he wasn't okay, but you could tell everybody was so used to dealing with this. Like everyone knew that was going to happen. And like, they're drinking and all sorts of stuff. And like, people like, are you okay? Like, are you, no, I'm fine. But like, really, it reminds me a lot of like the thing, like the end game kind of thing, like Thanos and stuff like that. So like, I think there are tons of stuff. Like, I think they built a beautiful world and there are so many stories that they can tell. And I'm thankful that they built this world, not under the foot of Ubisoft, because they would absolutely piecemeal it and like they would destroy it. I could see how they would abuse, like I could see what they would do with their nasty corporate hands if they had in it. So I'm really glad that they have it. But I want to read books. I would love short stories. I feel like there are so many, the world. That's why I'm excited about the cosplay. I feel like it reminds me of like Mass Effect when I played it for the first time, like, and really understood it. I feel like that's what they've done with this. They've created like, I can't wait. And if this is the only one, then that's fine. I appreciate it. But like, I need challenge dungeons. I need I need DLC. I need it day one. I need costumes.
I know. That was my one thing. I'm like, damn it, I'm gonna hate when this game is over. I might end up doing that thing I do where like I just don't finish it because I don't want it to be over. So I might just be like,
I don't even like, I play it, but like I don't know. It's hard to stream because there are some, you know, dicks in the world. But like when I play, like I even feel bad like streaming because like I just don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to be engaged in the game. And like I found a good community of people that are like, yeah, no, we just like watching, like and like the parrying and it's just good. Like I don't remember a game coming out in a while that's like, it was so surprising. It's so good. I'm so like time. It's a time machine. Like there hours will go by, and I'm like, what the hell? Like it's been 5 hours.
For sure,
so good.
For sure. Game of the year for me. For sure. We will see.
Yeah. I heard people talking about Kingdom Come Deliverance too. Please.
Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah.
I guess.
Please. Maybe.
Yeah. Good. Shout out to that. Great games. Great games have been out. I just finished playing a few more hours of Split Fiction as well. That's good. They got a movie coming out for that already.
Split Fiction?
Yes.
Wow.
Sydney Sweeney is starring in it. So yeah, very interesting. I don't even know if she even fits, to be honest, but shit, I guess. So that's gonna be cool.
Somebody knew somebody somewhere,
right?
Somebody called in a favor.
What the hell?
Really? All right.
Yeah, very odd. But Expedition 33 is doing fantastic. Tell you that. I'm loving it. I'm loving everything, like watching everything. I'm loving playing it. I'm loving everyone enjoying it. The game is being successful. It's getting the recognition that I believe it deserves. Yeah, like I just want to sink my teeth into it some more.
Yeah, honestly,
for sure.
There's nothing else I really want to play right now. Like, and it's been a while. It's been a while since I felt that for a video game. Like, South of Midnight is great. I don't want to play that. I want to play Claire Obscure. Like, Avowed was great. I had put that on the shelf. Like, I have plenty of things in the backlog, but like this, I feel like they have so many surprises. Like, just the ways I've been surprised thus far, which is why, again, when I play, I'm not looking at comments. I'm not even reading comment sections anymore. Like, and I don't know how long it's going to be before I go back to that. Like, I don't know how long it'll be. I have my, Church of New Game Plus. I'll talk with them in the community. But like, I don't want this to be ruined for me. Like, it's so wonderful. And like, even if someone does, like, that's fine. But just the gameplay, game mechanics of it are just great. And I just want to see what else they have. Like, what other like love, it feels like a love letter. Like, it feels like both an apology for having worked in those, industry at those bad games, and also
we know
like
we was on Ubisoft, y'all. My fault.
And I feel like that's what, because like the thing is, these are people from those why aren't those companies creating things like this? And like, I feel like the talent, all of that has always been there. And I even heard that they pitched this idea to Ubisoft at one point, and they got, this is what allegedly they pitched this idea to Ubisoft, and they kept shutting it down. And like, I'm just so happy for them that, like, it's like when you get broken up with someone and then you get a revenge body and you come back. Like, not only that, but like, imagine being this development team and looking on the Steam charts and seeing your game above Assassin's Creed Shadows. Seeing your game, like, just, that's amazing.
And this is why, man, this is why I really feel like I appreciate gamers headspace for wanting better games. And I just feel like if they really took the time to gain the knowledge to understand who the real enemy is and what and attack that, then we could start getting some great. Expeditions 33 wouldn't be so far in between. Like, we would get a lot more cool games if we realized, and if the game industry realized, that it's not just about big budget AAA, here's what's working, here's what we should do games, right? I hope with this Expeditions 33 versus Oblivion, right, this indirect battle, that what ends up winning is not, oh, people love turn-based, or even people like active turn. No, people like games that are well made, that take some chances, that do something different, right? Oblivion remake, we're gonna play nostalgia. Nostalgia is gonna get us, right? But like,
they had me for 8 hours.
You know what I mean? But like, we as gamers can break through and like see that, okay, we do like new, fun, like cool IPs and cool ideas. Like, the enemy is often the big AAA companies stifling creativity, stifling ideas. So like, all of the great games that we've been getting have been outside of that, right? Like, even Split Fiction, even Kingdom Come Deliverance, even like all of these games, Baldur's Gate 3, have Helldivers. Like, a lot of them fought outside of that typical like big production suits making decisions to destroy creativity. Like, that's how we're going to get better games, not because of too many women or you know what I'm saying, like none of that. It's
they're so out of touch.
Big companies fucking it up.
They're so out of touch. Yeah, and it's amazing to me. Like, I don't know how they did it, but somehow they found some way to like get gamers to be mad at the people making the games, not at the people making the decisions about the games that are being made. And like, how did they do that? Like,
It's the
how
craziest
did
thing to
that get
me.
to that point? Like, it's like going to Burger King and blaming the employees because of the price of the Whopper. Like, it doesn't make any sense. They have absolutely nothing to do with that. And the thing is, like, these people are creative. It's there. Like, what I love about this game, besides everything all together at once, like, one of the things that stands out to me is the animations. They gave everybody so much fucking swag. Everybody has their own swag, and like they walk in it.
And even down to the details of, I appreciate every weapon looking different. Every
Yeah,
single weapon that you get is a different weapon in the game.
yeah, yeah,
Like, that's something that in my head I immediately thought, oh, obviously it takes a lot of time and maybe not worth it. But like, clearly it is. Like, clearly it's
yeah.
not that much. You know what I'm saying? Clearly a small of 30
Yeah,
people.
that's the thing, bro. That's
30.
the thing we got to keep coming back to. 33 people. Wasn't exactly 33? Didn't that what they I thought it was 33.
It could be 33. I'm not sure. I just know it's
And
at
then
least
the other
30.
game that
I
just
mean,
came out that had 33. I don't know what is with
I know
games
I
with
was talking about it too. I'm
33.
like,
Think about that.
there's two games with 33
Is
in it.
there a
It's not a
message
lot,
that
but like, it is kind of
look,
crazy
no,
though.
it's kind of crazy. Like, is there like a secret underground message that
Right.
they're doing? Like, all these ex-developers are gonna come out with games with 33 in it,
33.
33 fighters. And like there's some I'm ready for the fighting game version of Claire Obscure. You know what I'm
Oh, for
saying? Like, that's
sure.
what I
For sure.
want. I want that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
30 people created this game, right?
yeah.
And we had good visuals, we got good gameplay, we got great story,
Presentation,
great voice
music.
acting, not a huge AAA budget, right?
No.
And they just put their heads together and do it. I really hope that's what the big companies split into, like, at the very least, give these companies a smaller budget. We split some of this game up, right? Give us
Yeah.
smaller games,
Yeah.
smaller
I don't
teams,
need
smaller budgets.
90-hour experiences, bro.
You
Like,
know
I
what I'm
just want to
saying? Like, Assassin's
play.
Creed is cool, man. That's thousands and millions of dollars. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Went
For
into
what? And
making
for
that.
what? Like, no disrespect. I'm glad Yasuke's there, but you look at it and you're like, and for what? You know, like
You know what I
all of
mean?
that for what? Is it
Let's
really that
scale back.
necessary? Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's the
yeah,
logical conclusion of capitalism. It has to keep getting
more,
bigger and better and
yeah.
more and more and more. Yeah, for sure.
And for a large portion of time, admittedly, that's what gamers were asking for,
That's true.
right? There was a moment where we was asking for, and that's because that was pushing the boundary at one point. At
Yeah.
one point, pushing the boundary of, like, games were confined to Walk Street, right?
Right.
And then we was able to walk left and right and all
Yeah.
around and outside the map, and, you know what I'm saying, like, do all these outside the city, right? So that's what we all agreed was better, open,
Right.
bigger, better. Then it was open and full. Now we can scale it back. We did
Yeah.
that. All right. We don't need to go
We don't even have the
even bigger.
attention spans for it anymore. Like, the attention
Right?
spans has changed. COVID changed it. Yeah. No, we need.
Yeah.
I want to know and even with this game, I feel like when I play it, like I don't care how long it is. I want it to be as long as it needs to be. But I can tell
Yes.
that like the story is pushing. Like, things
Yeah.
are happening. You know, like
Yeah.
there's stuff being. I'm afraid it's going to end too soon
I
with
know. I
this.
know.
That's what I'm afraid of. Right. But like things are pushing. Things are happening. But yeah, Oblivion. Like I felt fatigued. I think part of the reason is because Claire Obscure is so amazing, but also I just felt fatigued. I was like, this is going to take forever for me to get into it. Like, I'm living another life in this game. Like, I'm basically, living in this
Sure.
world. And like, yeah,
Sure.
but I think this is, again, I'm thinking about my top 5 games. I don't like to rank them. There's Marvel's Midnight Suns, the Mass Effect series. Claire Obscure is up there. It's in my top 5. It's the game of the year for me. Like, it's amazing.
Hey, makes sense.
How do you you're so engaged? Like, and I think that's what it is too. Like, a lot of games, you can play them, you get distracted. You're not getting distracted playing this game. You're
Right.
either paying attention or you're
Yeah.
getting hit. And like,
Yeah.
it's so good. It's
Getting
so
them
good.
dopamine hits for sure.
Yeah, it's so good. My no hit all parry run is coming. I'm gonna do it. No hit
Hey,
all
shout out to
parry
you.
run. I'm
Shout
good,
out
man.
to you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't know if I'm gonna do it, man. But
No hit all parries. Yes. Yes. That's what I want.
any closing thoughts for this?
Man, I just play it. And my thing is, buy it. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't tell people to buy things like, because it's your money. Buy this. If you
And it's
want
$50.
yeah, and if you want to, like, I made a video. If you want to join your finger in the collective gesture that these developers are giving to Ubisoft, if you want to have just a little bit if you want to be part of like gaming history in helping, like, because the anti-woke crowd will not buy a game because it's woke, or they'll do that. They'll put their money there or not put their money there. This needs to make not for the sake of making money, because it's not what's important, but it needs to do well. It needs to be successful, like, because we need to slap them in the face with it and show them this is what we want now. And the only thing they listen to is money and sales, right? So like, this is one of those games where it's like, no, if you have it on Game Pass, do what you want to with it. But I feel like that's the demo. Like, buy the game. You're gonna want to own a license because we don't own our games, but still, I wish that physical. I would get the collector's. That's what's so funny. Right? That's what's so funny about this. I would get the collector's edition of this. Give me some artwork and
I'm not a collector's edition buyer.
Me either, but I get it for this. Have you been listening to the soundtrack on Spotify?
I'm getting they said they're going to try and do vinyl. I'm buying the vinyl 100%.
Yeah. Do you know how sick it would be to have a party with this music, bro? What? The themed party you could have with this?
Oh, man. That's
happening.
Come on. That's
happening. Come on. Yes. No, I'm just thankful. I'm really appreciative for like that. And I don't know, on the off chance that somebody clips this and they see this, for every single developer, everybody that had anything to do with this game, I really want to say thank you. Thank you for every day that you didn't feel like working on it, you didn't feel like doing it, you was tired, stuff was going on in your life, and you still came through and worked on this. Like, I appreciate your labor and that's why I'm buying the game. I appreciate the labor. You can tell people worked on this, like, and you could probably 100%. Go look at the names of the people and see who did what, like it's great.
Hey, look, I greatly appreciate it, 100%. I also appreciate. I think that's a gifted sub. I can't really see, but I think that's a gifted sub. If you sent those, I appreciate you over there on Twitch. Yeah. Play Expeditions 33. Thank you to the team for sure. Everybody that's engaging with the game and just having fun with games in general. Yeah.
This is great. It's a great time to be a gamer. I don't want to hear anybody say video games are not fun now. Just shut up.
There's some fire shit going on right now.
Oh, man.
For sure.
Next time we got to talk about the turn-based thing too.
Oh, what? Yeah, we got to do a whole.
We got to do a whole
for sure.
Because Madden is
Land
a
Party,
game.
my guy. Thank you.
I heard that today. That made me happy. Madden is a turn-based game.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Shout out to Land Party. Shout out to, if y'all going to, I wish I was going to DreamCon, man. Wish I was DreamCon. But Land Party is doing a lot of cool stuff over there. Make sure y'all check them out. But Expeditions 33, love the game. But hate the discourse around it on Twitter. Of course, Twitter's
What is the Discord? Real quick before we go, what is the Discord course about?
I'm not sure exactly what the discourse is, but I'm sure I would assume most of it is evolving. Well, obviously there is some still anti-woke people that's trying to force it because they got to for every single game that comes out. But out of it is like, I think versus Oblivion or like whatchamacallit. But yeah. Thank y'all for coming through.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for coming in. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all a little bit. We are ending. But the shit was fun. I'm about to hop on some Expedition 33. Follow 8-Bit Closed Fist. Follow the Mindful Gamer. Yeah, probably.
Get on it right now.
Probably type shit. You know what I'm saying? Follow Checkpoint the show. All that fun stuff. We appreciate y'all. Check out the Church of New Game Plus.
Yeah, check us out over there. Community's growing. We're glad to have you. A safe place to have these video game discussions. Appreciate everybody that showed up tonight, and we're gonna be here on time next week. What time is it? It's 4:30, right? 5.
4:30. Do it. We do 4:30. It's 5.
We should pick a time, so because they probably want to come. We should pick one.
We could pick one. We could do 4.
All right, 4 o'clock.
4 Sundays. Think that works.
4 on Sundays. Yeah.
PM PST type shit.
Guests. Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? It's been real. Thank y'all for coming through.
We
will catch you next time. Peace.